Oh, look who came back for another episode of Math is Cool and Fun. Someone must be thirsty for math. Okay, first things first, let us start with the solution to last episode's riddle. So last episode I gave you the riddle that we have 6 toothpicks and we are trying to make 4 equilateral triangles, all of the same size, with length of each triangle being the size of that toothpick. Hopefully you did not use Google and you figured it out on your own, and you came up with a pyramid, a triangular based pyramid, sort of like the one floating above me somewhere. That is called a tetrahedron. Tetra meaning 4, hedron meaning bases or sides. So 4-sided pyramid. Not to be confused with the Egyptian pyramids, which actually do not have a triangular base. The Egyptian pyramids have a square base. So speaking of the Egyptian pyramids, that brings us to our next cool math idea. Cool math idea! Okay, so go on Wikipedia. I did it for you. Go on Wikipedia, look up the dimensions of the main pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the one we're all familiar with. Okay, so it's a square base, and on Wikipedia it'll tell you that the length of the square is 756 feet, and the height of the pyramid is 481 feet. Okay, so grab your little cell phone calculators and let's do this. 756 divided by 481. Let's get the ratio of the length to the height. So you divide 756 over 481, and we get the number 1.57. No big deal. Double that. Oh, 3.14 pi. The pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Giza, is it just a giant monument to the number pi? I will share a theory at the end of this podcast, but in the meantime, try and figure out why, maybe coincidentally, pi is in the ratio of the pyramid. Otherwise, they did it on purpose and it's just a giant monument to pi. But most people think it's a coincidence. See if you can figure out why it is just a coincidence. Okay, folks, it's time for jokes. Last episode, we had the amazing joke of why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. But we did not address the question, why did 7 eat 9? Because he needed at least 3 squared meals a day. Okay, let's get an original joke now. I stole that one from Reddit. Original joke. Why could the NSA whistleblower not leave Russia? Because he was snowed in. Okay. Now it's time to check our mailbag. Okay, I got an email from former student Benny. Dear Professor Rex, you were my statistics professor a few years ago. If you know statistics so well, why don't you figure out the lottery? Good question, Benny. Well, I could use my mathematics and statistics to figure out 6 numbers and make millions and millions of dollars, but I thought it would be more fulfilling and more challenging to create a math podcast and try and get 1 million subscribers so I could get some of that sweet YouTube monthly revenue. And now it's time for our riddle. Okay, here's another great riddle. Again, please don't go look it up on Google. Try and figure it out on your own. You're given 2 ropes, and if you burn a rope, it'll take exactly 1 hour to burn the rope. It's not going to go at a constant speed, though. It might go kind of slow, kind of fast, kind of slow, kind of fast, but it's going to take exactly 1 hour. So you're given 2 of these ropes and a lighter. The goal is to try and figure out how to time out exactly 45 minutes. Okay, quick example. Someone says, hey, time out exactly 1 hour. So you would say, okay, I light one end of the rope, and then when it's done, that's an hour. Okay, that was easy. Another example. Someone says timeout exactly 2 hours. Okay, so I light one rope, and then once it gets to the end, then I light the other rope, and then once it ends, then that was exactly 2 hours. Okay, so once again, your goal is to come up with 45 minutes. You have 2 ropes, each which take exactly an hour, but they don't burn at a constant rate, and you have your little lighter. 45 minutes. Don't use Google. I think you can figure it out. Okay. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to think about the Great Pyramid of Giza and whether or not it's just a giant monument to the number pi. So here's one theory. Imagine the ancient Egyptians did not use measuring tapes or ropes. What if instead they used a wheel to measure distances? So kind of like this little image above, imagine if one turn of the wheel was sort of 1 unit of distance. Aha! Then you would accidentally get a ratio of pi in whatever you're constructing. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Math is Cool and Fun. Be sure to unsubscribe. Tune in next week for another amazing episode. Peace!